Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and welcome to our weekly review of how religion impacts humanity. Today's headlines. A Hindu woman was burned alive for having a love affair with a Muslim man. British TV personality Saira Khan received death threats for announcing that she has left Islam. In Scotland, an abuse inquiry has found that clergymen had unrestricted access to abused children in care with impunity. Children are being taught to behead kafirs with their toy swords. Atheist Alliance International revealed that it has had its database stolen by upstart copycat International Association of Atheists. And we have a reminder to sign the petition for Canadian law to be fair to atheist asylum seekers. Finally, is there life on Mars? Firstly, this from our correspondent in India.
In Gorakhpur city in India, a woman was burned alive by her family members over an interfaith love affair. The police said the woman's father, brother-in-law, and another person have been arrested in this connection. The family had hired a contract killer called Varun Tiwari and paid him 150,000 rupees to kill the woman over her relationship with a Muslim man. The woman's father, brother-in-law, and another person were arrested on Sunday. A petrol container and a motorcycle used in the crime have also been recovered by the police. A hunt is on to trace the contract killer. District Chief of Police Sant Kabir Nagar Kaustubh said with the help of surveillance, CCTV footage, field unit and dog squad, the body was identified as that of Ranjana Yadav. The victim's father told the police that his daughter was having an affair with a Muslim man. When she was not ready to leave her lover, the father, along with his son and son-in-law, hired a contract killer to kill her. One of the accused took the woman to a deserted place within the village on a motorcycle on the 3rd of February. The other accused joined them and tied the woman's hands and mouth. They then set her on fire by pouring petrol on her and fled the spot. This is Manoj by John reporting from Mumbai, India.
Thank you, Manoj. Recently, British TV personality Saira Khan received death threats for saying she is no longer a Muslim. The presenter, who left the show Loose Women last month, revealed that she is no longer a practicing Muslim after finding all the milestones in her life were tinged with shame and guilt. She has since told her followers on Instagram Live, "I have had death threats. Until you come from that background or ethnicity as a woman, you will never understand the barriers, the obstacles, the threats to your life. We are about 100 years behind in terms of freedom of speech, freedom or individualism, liberty and choice. You cannot believe the messages I have received. I am not going to come out and say I practice the religion because I don't." The messages she received came after she told The Mirror why she no longer chooses to practice religion. She explained, "My milestones have always been tinged with shame and guilt. Marrying Steve, being on the telly talking about my life, adopting a child, and not following Islamic rules on inheritance rights." Saira said, "As a 50-year-old, educated, independent woman with my own family and life, I now have the courage to say that I am not practicing. As a woman, the more pious you are, the more respect your family is given. My family means the world to me, so I've pretended to be someone I'm not, just to make them happy." She added, "Saying I'm a Muslim and then having a boyfriend, wearing clothes that go against the Muslim dress code, having a drink, and living a non-Muslim life only brings guilt, self-loathing, loneliness, and a feeling of being caged." On Friday, Atheist Alliance International put out this press release. Atheist Alliance International has had a serious breach of its subscriber data. After subscriber complaints brought email irregularities to their attention, they investigated and found that IAA, International Association of Atheists, a copycat organization started by 3 former associates of AAI, formed in February 2020, had used their data to seek donations and market their organization to AAI's subscribers. After forming IAA and using an unauthorized copy of Atheist Alliance International subscriber data in an attempt to build a following, the new organization then began a sustained social media campaign accusing AAI of misconduct. These unfounded and wholly baseless claims resulted in damage to the reputation and credibility of AAI, which negatively impacted its ability to raise funds for programs that support atheists at risk around the world. To address the data theft, Atheist Alliance International President Howard Berman wrote to the IAA president on September the 14th, outlining the evidence and specified the steps they wished IAA to take to remedy the situation and safeguard their members' information. After Atheist Alliance International had reached out to IAA, their lawyer sent a response which accepted that IAA has the data file in their possession. However, the response also included a 6-page confidential settlement and release agreement containing terms unacceptable to the best interests of Atheist Alliance International and its subscribers. At this time, IAA has yet to demonstrably destroy all AAI data and put it beyond their use and certify that none of AAI's data has been passed to a third party. Atheist Alliance International pledges to act with the full force of the law to protect its subscribers' data if this issue is not solved immediately. AAI data is proprietary and cannot legally or ethically be used by third parties. Meanwhile, Islamic children are being taught to behead kafirs with their homemade toy swords.
हम मुसलमान हैं और हमें काफिर की गर्दनें उड़ानी है। ओ काफिरों की गर्दनें उड़ानी है, मतलब कोई भी काफिर मिल गया तो आप लोगों ने उसका वो सर कलम कर देना है और उसके बदले में क्या मिलेगा आप लोगों को? जन्नत मिलेगी। बहुत अच्छे, बहुत अच्छे। ओ हुआ शेर अली गाले ऐसे अली मुमताज गुरमानी वाला शेर। अच्छा एक कहंदे अली तलवार जेडी तू चाई खड़ोता है अरत्रुल वो कौन आई? हाँ दस जवानी है खैर है वो बहुत अच्छे हुए ते वो मुसलमान है वो भी में काफरां दी गिचियां के पेंदा है सारा दी जेड़ा हथे आवेया जन्नत हस्ते। अच्छा ठीक ठीक ते ए अगर ए देख तू तलवार अपने लिखावे ये चेक करो जी ये तलवार बनी हुई है ठीक है ए अली तू लिखावे सही 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 ए दी तलवार है ए बहुत अच्छी ए चंगी वडी तलवार है जी इस दे नाल ना असां काफरां दियां किचियां लावणियां तू दिखा दे ए बहुत अच्छे ए उते इन्होंने नाम भी लिखा हुआ है उसका अर्तगरुल गाजी के पता नहीं। हाँ ये देखें ये तलवार इतना गाटा लाए वैसी काफिर था एक है ना। हाँ तू दिखा रेखा एक कुछ काफी तेज भी है जरा। बहुत अच्छे बहुत अच्छे।
Isn't that child abuse? The Scottish Child Abuse Inquiry just published Lady Smith's findings into the care provided by the Christian Brothers at St Ninian's residential care home in Falkland, Fife, between 1953 and 1983. Lady Smith, chairwoman of the inquiry, said, "The overall view I formed of St Ninian's was it was a place where the brothers who were perpetrators of abuse could pursue their abusive practices with impunity. Abusive brothers had unrestrained access to the vulnerable children they wished to target. That such abuse was possible for virtually the entirety of St Ninian's existence represents serious failures in oversight, management, and governance. Fundamental deficiencies in training and a serious lack of relevant life experiences conspired to enable dreadful abuse of children who were supposedly being cared for by the order to occur. Children were betrayed by serious breaches of trust. It caused, for many, lasting damage." These findings are the first in a series of 3 sets of case study findings in which the residential care of children provided by male religious orders in Scotland is examined. Lady Smith added, "The order offered a genuine apology to survivors of abuse at St Ninian's, while recognizing that sorry has very little content of itself, and that what really matters is admission and recognition of what happened, and that what happened was wrong." Regular viewers may remember our Quebec correspondent, David Rand, telling us a couple of weeks ago about the new law in Canada that makes it easier for religious asylum seekers to be admitted to the country, but which doesn't include atheist asylum seekers. We can't put up with this unequal treatment. There's a petition he wants us to sign.
Hello, this is David Rand of Atheist Freethinkers with a reminder about an important petition for Canadians. Several organizations, CFI Canada, Humanist Canada, and Secular Connection Séculière, have initiated a parliamentary petition asking that atheist refugees, not just religious, be eligible for refugee status under the less complex claims policy. This would simplify procedures for atheist refugees and accelerate their claims. The petition underlines the urgency of this issue, noting that atheists are persecuted in several countries. If you're a Canadian citizen or a resident, please consider signing. The link is rather long, but if you just do a search for petition E-3114 using your favorite search engine, you should find it. E-3114. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Finally, is there life on Mars? This is a pertinent question because if any kind of life is found on another planet, it calls into question the claim long held by many Christians that Earth is the only inhabited location because their God created everything for mankind. On Thursday, NASA landed the robot Perseverance on a Martian location thought to be a dried up lake bed. The robot sent back this picture. Thanks to Sky News, that picture. It will drill deep down into the sediment of where an ancient river once flowed, collecting material that may hold signs of life. Ultimately, the plan is to send some Martian samples back to Earth. Watch this space. We will be back with our weekly news review at the same time next week. Please like, share, comment, set the notifications, and tell your friends. Before I leave you, I want to encourage you to watch an appeal made by David Rand that will follow this show. Thank you for watching.
This is David Rand from the organization Atheist Freethinkers in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. We are seeking contributions to our legal fund in defense of Quebec's secular legislation, Bill 21. Bill 21 is groundbreaking legislation which declares state secularism in Quebec, guarantees secular civil services to citizens, and bans the wearing of religious symbols by civil servants in positions of authority such as police, judges, prison guards, prosecutors, and school teachers. Our organization is part of a coalition which supports secularism and are working to defend Bill 21 from numerous and well-funded anti-secular forces who are challenging the law and hoping to have it repealed. We intervened in the case before the Quebec Superior Court in November and December of last year, 2020. The judge's decision is still pending. Whatever that decision may be, the case will almost certainly be appealed to the Quebec Court of Appeal and after that to the Supreme Court of Canada. If you have not done so already, please consider donating so that we may pay our legal bills from that intervention and prepare for future initiatives. And here is the link. Thank you very much.